We are live!
Welcome to the Uncle Jimmy and Cousin Donnie show, sponsored by the Beacon Tap, and now Mr. Signature Transportation Group by Mr. Kevin Duff. So, Cousin Donnie, how you feeling today, my man?
Jim, things are good. Great week so far. A little bit nervous for tonight because the guest could go off the rails at any minute, and we're excited to have him on the show. It's a pleasure meeting him for the second or third time. I don't know if he remembers the first time I met him at Genera Park. I was there the night where he set the record for the most views on a 16-inch softball video. I was in attendance for that. But other than that, things are great. Excited to be here with you guys again this week and hope everyone's doing well. So, Jim, how are you doing?
First off, I want to say happy birthday to our boy Staples.
Padilla.
Staples turning 70 today. So,
No.
Happy birthday, Staples.
Is it really? He's really 70 today? No, he's
70 today, Mr. Staples. So, but yeah, I mean, tonight is going to be a magical night, Cousin Donnie.
Yeah, I agree.
We have the icon, the idol, the man, the legend, the Birdman in attendance tonight. And I know he is psyched. He's ready to go. Yeah. I think that you said it right. He was the most watched individual in 16-inch softball history.
Ever.
In
a single 16-inch softball clip, we can guarantee that no one's ever had the exposure.
Here it is.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
And that's our boy Rich Hennessy.
You're out.
Who we had on the show 2 weeks ago. It was wonderful.
That video, which we'll pull up with Birdman on, that video along with another video, they got over almost 2 million views.
Literally
on a social media platform.
Crazy stuff.
So,
I mean,
but besides that, you got to know and understand the legend of the bird, right? So
I might need you to explain it a little bit. For those that don't know him, like myself, I know he hasn't been around the major game for a while, but there's a certain lore about him that I've come to learn from being in group chats with him, where he just kind of texts with himself for hours.
Yeah, he is a legend, but he ran and played for the Rats.
Okay.
Was a part of the Jinx teams. So he's been around softball for a long time. He just hasn't been around softball in the last, say, 10 to 15 years, roughly. He does run Birdman Inc. in the fall. So we do have a team in Berwyn for him, and I'm sure he'll be able to share some of that. But he does love Fat Jason, our boy, the villain. and he does love Little Mick. So before we bring the Birdman on, let's get to the chat really quick. I know we had a bunch of people jumping on. Mr. Jeremy Lafrano, Mike Spadali, Vernon Jones, Mr. Sam Rogers, welcome. There's our boy Jason, the villain's out there. Chris Pohanka's out there. John Wheatley's out there. Enrique Munez, John Anthony. So more and more people hopping on right now. Good afternoon, Tom. How are you, buddy?
Big Mick is saying that Staples only turned 54.
Yeah, well, we're going to go with 70.
Okay, all right. So that's you saying that. All right, I got it. I'm following.
So what questions, Donnie, before we bring the Birdman on here, do you have?
Nothing for. I am excited to bring back some rumor mill for after the quick interview with Birdman. So that'll be good for the people that follow the game and are curious to see where some of the free agents are going. I do have some rumor mill that people are going to like to hear.
Yes, sir. And you have a big announcement for next week, which I think is pretty cool too, that we're going to share later in the show. So I think that is something that I think is just going to be a first for our show. So we look forward to that as well. But are you ready to bring on the
Ready.
man, the
I'm
legend?
ready. Let's do it.
All right. Hopefully he's not eating the camera. Let's
It
bring
looks
him
like
on.
he's pretty close.
Yeah, and there he is.
Oh,
I'm right here. Yeah,
There he is, the Birdman.
I'm here. Yep.
Welcome, Birdman, to the Uncle Jimmy and Cousin Donnie show. How are you?
Fantastic, man. Thanks for having me. No
I
joke, man.
appreciate that, Bird. Why don't you give a little rundown of how you got started in softball and where you came from before we get into some of the videos and some of the laughs? Give us a little background for those that don't know who you are.
I got you. Yeah. So when we were 18 years old, we started off in LaGrange Park. Not even a B team. We were fucking C and D, man. We sucked. And we just fucking play ball. Yep, no joke. And then I think LaGrange shut down. We had to go to fucking Clyde. We fucking played Clyde Park, man. And we played some ball there.
His camera.
Bottom feeders, man. Nope, fucking bottom feeders. No joke.
Right. But hey,
I met a girl. Fucking started playing co-ed. I fucking met Clem because of that, and we fucking we played some ball. You know?
is he related to Staples?
So I was at fucking Clyde. No, but yeah, Staples too. Yeah, I was at Clyde. Yeah, we were fucking playing ball. Walked off. He's like, I need a guy. He's like, I need a guy. And that's how I met the Rats guys.
I hear you.
That's
Bird, sit down though. Your camera is like really sketchy. It's blocking you in and out. But so one of the things that we wanted to talk to you about, because and bring you on the show, is kind of defend yourself a little bit. We had Richie Hennessy on a couple weeks ago, and he talked.
He's a dead. He's a fucking dead. Illegal.
And he talked.
He's fucking illegal.
He talked about this right here, Bird. And one of the things he wanted to ask you.
There it is. You're out.
He was on the show. He said that it wasn't illegal, and I know, Bird, you have a little bit different opinion.
No. He said it wasn't illegal. He's full of shit, man. I got Ryan Ross tell me it's fucking illegal. That piece of shit. Yep. No way. Yep. It's fucking illegal.
Well, Bird.
So what he does with the fucking those fucking pipes. Yep. And the fucking go over it. Yep. Get the fuck out of here. Yep. He should fucking
his
put in his own fucking driveway.
So you're hearing every other word. Yep. But all right, Bird. So we wanted you to defend yourself.
I have a quick question.
Oh, I was so pissed off. I was so fucking pissed off. It was illegal. I called it illegal in the year, and he fucking called it strike. That was wrong.
So you called it illegal, Richie. Yeah. I got it. Bird, I have a question.
Ryan Russ called it illegal too. Yep, fuck you. Ryan Russ called it illegal too. So you know.
So go ahead, Donnie.
Where does the nickname come from? Where does the Birdman? Where does that nickname originate from?
Bird, you gotta show the tattoo, Bird.
Oh, you try to start shit. Yep.
Show the tattoo, Bird.
You ain't gonna see it. No, you ain't gonna see it. Get the fuck out of it.
So,
you know what? It's started from originally. Yep. Right field. It's on lockdown. Bird go fly and get a ball. Just so you know.
Okay, wait. So you have a tattoo, and it's, I'm guessing, embarrassing?
No.
No.
Okay.
Fuck no.
Right.
Yep.
So, Bird.
How bad do you fucking pitch, Donnie? Yep, how fucking bad do you pitch, Donnie? Stop it, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Fair. All right, that's fair.
He got you.
Good.
I go get a ball. Yep, they tell me to fucking Birdman because I go get a ball.
Hey, Bird, before we let you go, since you defended yourself against Hennessy, tell me about the villain, Jason. I know you love Jason. You have,
Which Jason? Fat
yeah.
Jason. Oh,
Tell me about Fat Jason. What you think of Fat Jason? You know,
no, buddy. You know what? I love the guy.
what
We play against each other, and he's so mad that we fucking beat his ass. Where's that photo you showed? Yep, I gave you a fucking photo and you're a fucking asshole. Yep. Because you won't show it. Show that fucking photo.
I don't have the photo.
Yes, you do.
I
Yep.
think
I'm gonna tell
yes, I do. Yes, I do. But
Yep.
Bird, I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to bring you on. You've been asking me. You wanted to come on. You wanted to defend yourself against Hennessy.
I don't give a shit. I'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime. Yep. You
'Cause
tell
you're the-
Anaconda ASA to fuck off. Yep. That's legit.
All right, Bird.
What about CJ? What about my guy CJ from SmackOut? Why don't you say a thing about him?
Oh, there's the fucking there's the question right. Tell CJ to fuck off. Yep. I'll meet him down on fucking Archer anytime with his fucking boys. Yep. Tell him to say fucking ASA. Yep. He's a fucking pussy. Tell him to fucking say with fucking Tenza. Yep. This fucking
Perfect.
joke, man. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking, we played anybody. We beat Dynasty. We fucking, we were there. We fucking, we should have beat him.
We're losing them. We're losing them. And let's see. Hold on.
Oh,
His signal's going in and out, so his camera is bouncing.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand what he's saying.
yeah.
But
I know.
what he's getting at is basically how they used to play the Rats, and and what he was doing. Let's see if you can give one more shot here. Bird, how's your camera now? Is it better?
Oh, so my camera good. Yeah.
All right, good, Bird. So let's talk really quick. You were bringing up.
Well, we sucked. No, we sucked, and we want to play the best though. We played up, so we always played up.
The Rats was a team. It was a neighborhood park team back in the day. It was a bunch of our friends.
Yeah,
we had a lot of major
you call it
players.
that. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So Bird was one of the leaders with Coach Clem. So Clem Greco was the coach, Donnie, as well. So, but Birdman, before we let you go, do you have any questions for me or Donnie?
Oh boy.
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Oh.
Is
We
there
hope
any
not.
questions?
No,
for
no.
Donnie?
Just, hey, first of all, give me three. Give me three. Yep. All these park teams, they should advance. Yep. Get out of here. Yep. But Jimmy, how do you advance Hex when you fucking went to the 45s? And Donnie, how do you exact when you go fucking signature? Signature fucking pussies. Yep. You tell Sarah, tell him fuck off. Yep. That's what.
I'll never
You'll
tell
never
her.
tell them.
You don't have to. I will. Yep.
No.
I tell Sarah, fuck off.
Those are my guys.
Hey, you asked for it, Donnie. You got him.
You asked for
Answer the fucking question.
He wants you to know.
Asshole.
He's asking you the question.
Answer the fucking question. Yep.
Hey, do you have any questions? Of course he's got questions. What kind of questions are these?
You're not going to answer it? Yep.
What's the question?
He wants to know why you play with signature.
Because the guys are awesome and we love winning.
No, that's not the question. That was not the
you.
question, though, you fucking idiot. Yep. The question was, how do you help the team that you left to go to signature? How does that help grow the game, the team that you fucking left? Idiot.
How does that help grow the game, the team that I left? They picked up 4 guys and got better. How is that not growing the game?
Those 4 guys left you?
No.
No.
Are you that good? No, hang on. Are you that good?
The team he left.
Are you that
four
fucking
guys.
good?
Absolutely not.
I agree. I'm just saying, one guy might make a whole fucking team. So how does that help?
one guy might make a whole team. So how does that help?
What he's saying is that you
You
left
lost
We
it,
were
brother.
fucking, yeah,
You
we were
lost it,
fucking
kid.
Forest Park. Yeah, we're fucking, yeah, we played signature. You didn't bring that shit up. Yep. Yep.
Who?
No, actually, SL. Yep. I hope Sal's watching.
SL.
I hope Sal's watching. Yep. Sal, you piece of shit. Yep,
He
we're
is.
fucking watching. You had the best fucking team, and we beat your fucking ass. So you know.
What year was that?
We're losing him again. We're losing him on the signal.
1980?
Wow, you got jokes now, man. No, fucking Donnie's got jokes. Yep.
We lost him again. He's bouncing in and out, so it's hard. Like I don't know. It's like he's moving all over the place, and we're losing him on the signal. So he's going in and out. But so the Birdman, Donnie, just so you know, he's been around since the '90s. Okay.
Yeah.
He's played on the Rats. He's played on many of teams over the years. And so when we posted that video, there's a group of close guys that play softball that still know Bird, to hang out with Bird, talk to Bird. And we run Birdman Inc. And so he's got like a Tweety Bird. When you ask that, he's got a tattoo on his arm. That's why they call him the Birdman.
I thought it was on his butt or something, because you asked him to show.
It's on his arm. And Bird is good, but it's just like I said, he's been around softball a long time, and now he's umpiring and doing some things with the kids and things like that at the high school and college levels. So overall, not bad, right? Not a bad gig for him. I wish that he had signal, but I don't know. I'm getting 1 bar for him right now on there, so it's going to continue to be bouncy. But that being said, that's the Birdman. He wanted to explain himself about Hennessy. We gave him the opportunity to do so. What do you think about that situation? You think the pitch was illegal? You were there.
No, Rich Hennessy's strike zone is way different than other umpires' strike zone, right? Rich Hennessy carries a little higher arc than some other umpires do. Pitch looked legal to me.
He does throw it up. He allows you to throw it up there easily, 12, 14 feet. So there's no doubt about that. But, so that being said, like I said, we got some questions coming in. We got Steve John. He said, what's going on February 9th at Papa Magoo's? February 9th. What is the date on that, Donnie? Is that a Saturday?
Let's take a look.
And we got that's a Sunday. That's the Super Bowl. So we have a $75 all you can eat, all you can drink for almost 5 hours from the beginning of the game to, I believe, 10 o'clock that day. So there you go, Steve. I know that Pop Magoo's, we also have a live country band coming on the 31st. So I see some people asking about that in the chat. Donnie, I know that we knew that tonight's show was going to be a little short. We have some guests lined up in weeks to come that we're going to get more in depth in regards to softball. But I know you got some softball news in the rumor mill right now.
I do. I had a really cool conversation with Ace Rogers, Chris Rogers from High Y. A little bit of turmoil, I guess, with their team, and he messaged me and said, I'll break some news for your rumor mill. JB and him are headed to Pharaohs.
Right.
So JB, third base for High Y last year, damn good player. And then Ace Rogers, unbelievable, fantastic infielder. And they're going to Pharaohs to play with Pharaohs for next year. So he said there are 2 more big free agents from the team, but they're undecided. So he couldn't tell me that information yet. But he did confirm High Y will have a full major team next year, and they'll be as competitive as they are before. So I will be interested to see what Travis does, missing those 2 guys, because those are 2 big players for that squad. Travis always has a good squad, so he'll find guys. He'll put a competitive team out there.
I heard on the street
that
the villain is going to be heading there, correct?
There you go. That was the next piece of the rumor mill, is that they're picking up Jason Camarillo to go play with High Y. So
is there any
perfect? The interesting thing about that for Jason is that he left the Fat Kids because he didn't want to play major, and there he goes to play with High Y on the major side of things. That's what he told me at Harrison. He said, I don't really feel like playing major. It's a big commitment. I understand. People do that all the time. That's understandable. but then he went and joined High Y. So
Yep.
it's interesting, but a good pickup. They needed a second base infielder, so he's damn good when he's out there.
Yep. So, we do have a couple other announcements. I know we have the Hall of Fame banquet and dinner February 22nd out in Iowa that we'll be attending. That's going to be an awesome night. I know that one of our show individuals who watch our show on a weekly basis has a little announcement for that, right? That he wanted you to read off for tonight. I know Mike sent you something about the bat.
I'm trying to find the page. So they're doing a sponsorship for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Really quick before that, I did find Jake Reynolds posted that they were doing sponsorships for the event. If you wanted to do a page, if you wanted to do a half page, you can message Jake Reynolds individually and get a sponsorship for the Hall of Fame night. I'm trying to find that message that it's here it is. Win a cut shot 16-inch softball bat. Here's your chance to snag a bat and support the Iowa 16-inch Hall of Fame. So $10 a ticket. The winner is announced during the Hall of Fame. You don't even need to attend. You just need to purchase tickets in the link in the bio. So that's going to be on our page. We'll share that link. So Mike Henricks donating a bat for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So another great thing Henricks is doing. Him and Jake Reynolds putting some stuff together for that event. So that'll be really great. And that's in a month from today.
So you and I will be doing the red carpet at that event. And I know we're pretty psyched for that. We're going to meet a lot of new people, a lot of old time, Iowa past Hall of Fame players that, some of them maybe I've played against and some of them I haven't. So that'll be an interesting night. And I know those guys are looking forward to us coming down. I've talked to several of them already. They're pretty excited, and so are we. I mean, I think it's going to be a cool first time event that they're hosting down in Iowa. So we do want to get to the chat really quick. We do have some questions, and then we just had Justin Ryan hop on, Michael Caputo hop on. Obviously, we mentioned Sam Rogers, TJ Wilkins, our boy JD's on. Welcome, JD. Jim Macy's checking in from New Orleans. So, Jim, Tim Dalton, this is a good one. Tim Dalton, I'm going to put this on the screen. Tim Dalton says that we should have a meet and greet at Papa Magoo's for the Birdman. Nick McKetty says, obviously February 9th, the Super Bowl. Yeah, we figured that one out. We had CJ join. We had Chad Harrell join. We had Brad join. Welcome, guys. Matt Mackey, one of the best power hitters in Iowa, join. Welcome.
Yeah.
Nick Marchese's on. Welcome. Nick Francis. Mr. Snickers himself, as the Birdman would call him, Peckus. William Darius joined. Jake Olson's joined. Jake Olson says Ohio State. So Ace Rogers, you were just talking about him, right? Ace Rogers joined the show too.
Yep. Mentioned that.
So Jake McTeague, welcome to the show. So yeah, we have a bunch of people jumping on. Our boy Ram. So that's another cool thing. And I know we want to bring up our hot dog review. I know we held off a week to post it because you and I want to start doing it. We had mentioned that we were going to do it every week, but I think we're going to do it every 2 weeks based on our schedules and things like that. So the second one will be going out tomorrow. We already are going to film our third one this weekend. So I think those are going pretty well. The second one, I think people will enjoy.
I will say the owner, I believe it was the owner or one of the employees, workers at Chickies was fantastic to us. We met with Chuck, and we had to try the famous cannoli shake after we did the hot dog review. It was damn good. Did you finish that whole thing?
It was really good, dude. And of course I did. It was excellent.
Yeah. It was he was a treat. He was happy that we were doing the review. Said he would put us on his page, so we got to give them a shout out. Chickies, what a great accommodation for us today. We appreciate that a lot.
So we have some questions. I know tonight we wanted to kind of open it up for the fans. I know we had Birdman coming on for the 15 minutes that he joined us, and then he had some issues with his camera and everything else. So we want some of our fans to go ahead and put some questions in the chat, and they're starting to do so. So Stephen John just said, any word on the 12-inch teams coming to Joliet, to smoke the SSA teams? The last I've heard, and I haven't spoke to him in probably about a month now, but
Yeah.
we heard that Rufex more than likely is going to be
Yep.
joining us at Major Nationals. We know that Rismondo is going to be coming to Major Nationals, and then there's I think 2, possibly 3 other teams that'll be joining us, and I do have that list, and let me pull that up while we're here. I know Dave from the 12-inch reporters. He sent me a list.
Oh yeah, DW. Yeah.
DW, and it was a list of literally all the 12-inch teams. And Dave has been a great supporter of our show. I know that he's been doing.
He's great.
Yeah, so we have Nitro could be a possibility.
Cool.
And then Hildebrand could be a possibility. And that's Steve from the 12-inch world. I know that they were mentioned that they're a possibility of coming. Nitro, the team Nitro, you know, they could be a possibility of coming. I'm not really sure with them, but we could probably get back to you guys on that. I know that we have spoke to about 5 or 6 12-inch teams possibly about coming, and some were up in limbo, and some, were kind of on the fence. And I think Brett Helmer, being the supporter that he is with our game, he's been trying to really kind of spread the word. And you heard it when he was on the show a couple months ago, how he said people were so excited, and literally all they talked about was them playing 16-inch softball at the next major 12-inch they attended. Yeah. So I think it's a pretty cool thing, and it's a pretty cool thing to see. So
one of the guys we had on the show, Kyle Pearson, who was part of that Resmondo team, his new bat just released, 2025 KP23, just came out. So if you guys are looking for a 12-inch bat, Mikan makes it. KP uses it. It's going to be good if he uses it, because that guy knows how to hit a softball.
I would say.
So pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. See his new release. I know a lot of those guys have bat deals, so I like to see when those start coming out. I just know that those just came out last week, so pretty cool to see that.
So we had a question come in from Tim Dalton. He says, is it way too early to be a top 5 major 16-inch softball rankings? You can name the team. So
who's the way too early top 5? It's a good question.
So why don't you go really quick with your top 5?
My way too early top 5? Signature, Flash, 45s, Circus. Man, that 5th one is always tough, because it could be like 4 or 5 different teams on any weekend. The 5th best team, man, that is tough. Because I was trying to think about who did good last year. No gloves.
You're obviously Signature, Flash, 45s.
Yeah.
And Circus, right?
Those are the 4.
No particular ranking, but the 5th team, I mean, you could throw in,
like Iron, they could be really, really good, and they're only getting better. Let's see. Let me look at some teams.
What about March?
March could be good.
BTA. I know they had a little bit of a rough year.
Pharaohs could be good too.
They had a little bit of a rough year last year, BTA, in some tournaments.
Hex could be top 5, and they play good together. They've got good chemistry already, which is good to see.
Yep. Highline's always in the top 10.
Moneyline, they've got a good roster all the time. Man, that's tough. That 5th team, for the way too early ranking, I'm going to put Iron at number 5.
Wow.
Yeah. My way too early ranking. Birdman is in the chat, probably heated about that for whatever reason. But he's got to be mad somewhere. So that's my way too early top 5.
My 5th team, I would say, is probably either going to be March or Moneyline.
Okay. See, that's the great part about the game this year is that it could be 5 different teams.
Absolutely. I think money line, from my understanding, they end up getting back Eric now. They picked up Robbie. They added, their outfield. They added. I know they lost Drew, but they added. Who did they add? The kid. Ian. They added Ian. So obviously the Davis brothers are back. So I think money line's going to be probably right there in the top 5 this year. Yeah. I know what kind of hurts them in Circus, middle of the pack, middle of the year to the end, is they only play one league, so they're not playing a ton, where they play a ton early on. But I could honestly see them being right in the mix.
It could be March too. I know McTeague is saying, "Come on," it could be them. A couple good additions. They added Jimmy DeChamps this week, so adding another bat to their lineup. Man, I'll tell you, it could be Hex. Truly, with how good they played in the Dome, it could be Hex. And they
beat you.
They did. They did. 100%.
And it wasn't the top; it was the bottom that beat you.
100%. And it was all the sauce guys. It was Sloan and the boys.
Absolutely. When I played with them the first time, our bottom didn't hit, and we lost 10-6, and we played guys again.
Yeah.
And won 11-10. The bottom hit. So it was definitely it was fun to see them win. It was really cool. And I think hopefully that'll give them a little confidence going into the year, which will definitely. So.
For sure. Sam asks a good question. He said, "Who's the best golfer? Who's the best golfer in 16-inch softball?" I know that there are some players out there. I do play in a golf league with some guys. Drabel can hit the ball all right. Mandarino is the loudest golfer you'll ever play with. Some of those money line guys can swing the golf club. The best golfer
would have to be you.
I'm okay. I didn't want to say. I get around the course a little bit, but that would be fun to play some golf with some of the softball guys this summer. I would enjoy that a lot.
I know Kobe Fox was a really good golfer. He don't really play anymore. Kevin
he played for like
OBI, Kevin Cusick was a really good golfer. He don't play softball anymore. He does. You do see him out at the Papa Hops from time to time.
Hey, Hardecki can play a little bit too.
Scotty's not bad. Trying to think who else.
Oh, Spaghetti. He plays a lot of golf. I know that. Spaghetti, I've seen play.
Yeah, so they're throwing him out. Some guys. Alonji's pretty solid. So that'd be
Mike
cool.
Greco,
maybe next summer we do our Uncle Jimmy and Cousin Donnie's first golf.
Hey, a golf outing.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
We get a sponsor and we make it for big money.
We'll have Signature sponsor the whole thing.
Right.
Kevin Duff will shell it out.
And I'm sure Duff will have fun with that for sure.
A funnier question would be, who's the worst golfer in 16-inch softball?
So what was the Cusick name? That's Kevin Cusick. Burger's good. Burger's excellent inside 160 yards. His irons are really good.
Yeah.
You know what? I have not played with Tyler yet, but Tyler.
I've seen him hit the ball. He swings the club really fast.
He does. I know from what I understand, he swings it really hard. So I'm middle.
I'm
just middle of the pack. I just started playing not that long.
Right there. I was trying to think of who would you think is the worst golfer? Who would voluntarily say they're the worst golfer in 16-inch softball? Because I've seen some bad golfers out there. Is he bad?
I had to throw out Uncle Dave. No. That's a good question. There's a lot of bad golfers, though.
There's a lot more bad golfers than good golfers, for sure. Worst golfer, Jackson Perry. I do play in the same outing as Jack Perry once a year, and he doesn't hit it where he wants it to go.
He probably hits it about 400 feet, though.
Yeah, long
400
way.
yards, for sure. So, but why don't we talk about, why don't we really quick talk about the update that we heard from the Rosemont Dome that's going to happen. I I got some
Yeah.
information on that today, actually sent to me. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. I don't know if this is I think this is pretty accurate. Not really sure. But from what I understand, they're going to go to 10 teams. They're going to have 7 regular season games. They're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The start date is going to be the middle of March. So we'll talk about that in a minute. All games will be 10 o'clock until the April 1st, and then they're all going to move to 8 and 9 p.m. after April 1st.
You want to read the 10 teams?
I did not get the 10 teams. I think, and then the playoffs will start April 21st. The week of April 21st, the playoffs will start out there. So there's a lot of speculation. I don't know who his 10 teams are going to be. I think that I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same. What do you have in the last dome? 6? And
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're probably going to end.
We had 8 teams, 7 games.
So he had 8 teams, 7 games, and now he's doing 10 teams in 7 games. So I'm assuming 45 is going to be one other team, and then I'm assuming there's another team out there that's going to join.
Future.
Okay.
Future was a name on the list that I saw, and then there's a combination of BTA Pharaohs that I saw as well. So I think they're called Remix. So Remix 45s, Future. I want to say Flash was getting into it too. So maybe they have 12 teams.
Okay. Well, I heard 10. I heard he's taking 10.
Yeah, maybe.
But I could be completely wrong. So, but with that being said, what do you think about the late start in March?
It's fine to get out there at at 12. Hell yeah, who is that? That's great. I got to see that. Nick. Oh yeah, hell yeah. We were just out there on the field together last week playing a little 12-inch ball in Rosemont.
51 to 49 game.
Absolute blast. Yeah, 51 runs on Monday this week. It was a good time.
Playing left field.
I played left field, which makes you know that there's something going on there. But yeah, it was cool. We had a really good time. Nick can play as well. Guy can play. And also Jake McTeague was out there hitting rocket home runs, which is fun to watch. The late start in mid-March is fine. Whatever it takes to get the guys out in the dome and getting playing. It's interesting to go right. They're almost going to play at the same time as the outdoor season. So you might have to go from Forest Park to the dome.
Right.
So it'll be a heck of an afternoon if your significant other is already mad at you for going to play softball. You say, hey, I got a game at 6:30 p.m. and then 11 tonight. So I'll be home whenever.
Well, I wish the Birdman had a little better signal. I'd like to bring him on, but he's still really, really, really choppy. But he must not have any signal in his house there. I see him, but he keeps blocking in and out, so I don't want to bring him on. But the Birdman, for many of you guys know, he was on in the first 15 minutes of our show tonight. He was really scattered all over the place with the feed, so it was tough to kind of understand him a little bit. But at the same time, he was able to get some points across to Hennessy and Sal. He called your ass out about Sal and told you what he felt. So I thought that was pretty clever.
Couldn't hear anything he said except the F word, and then Hennessy is wrong, and the pitch was legal.
Hey, sometimes you just got to leave the Birdman alone. You know what I mean? That's just the way he is, man.
You got to let him free.
So we're going to end tonight with this. All right, Donnie? I'm going to ask you a question.
Hit me.
Who do you think in softball today, if you were starting a team, who would you pick?
Huh. One player to start a team around him? Wow, that's a great question. Damn, I'm a little bit biased, probably, because I get to play on the same team as him. I'm sure other guys would say the same thing. The name that jumped out at me right away is Spencer. Okay. Spencer Mahoney. It's not often you get a 6'6" shortstop that could jump and hit the ball very far. That's cool. He would be a really good one to start a team around. As far as maybe a younger guy, someone that's maybe just getting started that you can maybe develop and develop a team around. See, Bruce said the same thing. I'm not crazy or biased. That's the right answer. Man,
It's a good question.
it's a great question. What about you? Who would you say? Well, I think of maybe a younger guy. What would you say?
Well, I kind of got two answers. The reason why I have two answers is because you got someone under the age of 25. So if you're looking for long term, right, and not just
Right,
one
right.
season,
Yeah.
if I'm looking long term, I would say the one guy for me would it's tough. It's tough to say because there's so many good players. But there's two
Yeah.
names, kind of three names that come to my head. One was just said with Wes. I think Wes is a
Yeah.
very good hitter. Defensively, I don't
Agree.
know. He don't really have a position, but he does play a lot of positions. If that makes sense.
Yeah, he could play spots and play them really well.
But the guy to me that's young, probably because how old is Wes? He's got to be what, 27?
Yeah, I think we're about the same age.
And so if
28.
I'm looking at under 27, I mean, Jeff Mastari is one that is a rising player.
I thought about him too.
He's definitely a rising player. And I'm not just saying that because I'm going to be his teammate this year, but last year you saw the growth with him from the year before. Obviously, last year playing with the 45s, but the year before when he played with Hardway, you could tell that he had talent.
It's apparent that he's got it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it. He's a damn good hitter, good defensively already. I was thinking about PJ, another young stud talent, outfielder, top of the lineup kind of guy. How about like a guy like Sherman Martin from Pharaohs? Yeah. That kid just coming up playing professional baseball. Absolute stud. Could be a Hall of Famer in the future if he sticks it out and continues to get better. Man, some people are saying Nate. Can't lose when you got Nate.
Well,
Nate's a winner.
But the question was for under 27. Nate's 37, so. But
they didn't say pick a senior citizen to
Nate is a good one, right? For a one or two season run, absolutely.
Yeah. Nate's going to play for 10 more years. Who are we kidding?
Next question for you. I got one more. Leadoff hitter. If you had to take a leadoff hitter in the game today, who would you take?
Chip's good, man. Chippy's good. Chippy gets on base, and he gets on base a lot. Ooh, Greg Fleming. That's a good answer, too. Chippy's great. Ooh, I just thought about Marty Dozen. Marty Dozen can play some softball, and he's young. Chippy would be my answer.
Chippy.
Easy. I mean,
so
yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Who's yours? Would you say the same?
I think Chip. How old is Chip? He's got to be in his 30s now, right?
Yeah. When he's there, he's the best. Let's say he shows up.
Yeah, I would say Chippy. And then I would say he's the over 27 guy. Obviously, we can't name ourselves for under 27, but I would say you. You're the second. Well, you're the second leadoff hitter, right? Because you bet last order.
Perfect. Because I'm at the bottom. Yeah.
So, but under 27, who's young? But I mean, who really leads off? That's young and on a good team. What about that kid from Los Barachos, the left fielder? Does he lead off for them?
That's Dom. He probably will. Or Alec or Kodo. Those kids are good and young.
Who leads off for Flash?
Kearns usually.
Yeah, Kearns, he's older.
Kearns is good at leadoff. He gets on base a whole lot. Dispenza usually bats second.
There's a good name. Tyler Atkins, under 27 from Iron.
Oh, hell yeah. I forgot about him. How could I forget about my friend Tyler?
So
Tyler would be good.
So we want to put a team together, right? To go to Father's Day weekend in Carroll, Iowa. We got to start recruiting. So we need people to
Oh, we're going to that.
We
That'd be
need
cool.
people to reach out to us so we can build a team to go to Carroll, Iowa, right? And yes, it is Father's Day weekend too. So, but yeah, no, those are some good questions. It just popped in my head. I'm not sure. I wanted to ask you what you thought, because it was a question that we brought up a long time ago on the show when we first started back in August of basically 2023. So it was.
You might have answered this as we've done this show, but I don't remember who you picked. But we always ask our guests if there was one person that they haven't played with yet. I know you've played on a lot of teams and now the 45s guys, but is there someone that you never played with that you want to play with before you retire?
On an actual, so I look at it
on an actual season-long team.
like on a season-long team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, I haven't played with like a Spencer, or I haven't played with.
Yeah.
Well, I played with Scar and Manizzi. They were on Jinx with me.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Flash guys I have not played with, like the Pish and Ryan Russ. Right, those guys are just
Sure. Those guys.
So those would be some names, but I do get to play with those guys in a lot of the put together tournaments when we kind of go put a team together. I get to play with those guys, but not for a season.
Right.
Pretty much everyone on Circus I've played with, because most of those guys were on OBI at some point.
Right.
So Kevin Duff would be a good name. I don't think Kevin Duff and I have never played on the same team for a year. So, we got some Dave Bradfords. I've had the privilege of playing with Dave the last several years in Yuma. So, and some tournaments around here in Chicago. So that would be another name. And I mean, there's a lot of good players out there, right? That would be fun to play with. But when I look at someone, though, I look at it more from the fact of who can I hang out with too, right? Yeah, I want to win.
Sure.
But I also want to hang out with good people, right? And I think that's part of kind of what's missed sometimes, right? So Bruce put out there Fat Jason.
True.
Sure.
You and the villain on the same diamond would be dangerous work, I'll tell you.
So before we go, we just had another question. We had Steve ask, are you boys playing Papa Hops?
I would love
to. I plan on playing Papa Hops. I mean, we usually play with Bobby Ronald's team. I do. I don't know who we're picking up or what we're doing, or if I'm the odd man out or whatever it is. But hopefully not. Donnie, I was we did lose, unfortunately, last year, but I did not make it out in the game. So hopefully I get asked back.
That's good. That's good for your resume that you didn't get it out.
Yeah, make it out.
I would love to play in that tournament. If anybody knows a guy that needs a guy that wants a guy, I'll always.
Did you play last year?
No, I played the year before.
Played
the year before with Jam. We won our first game, but I would love to play if anybody needs a guy and doesn't mind having me around for a little while. I'm not that bad.
All right. Well, like I said, tonight's guest was obviously quick, easy. Unfortunately, we completely lost him off the feed, but he was able to get his point across, and that's the Birdman. So thank you, Bird, for joining us. We appreciate that. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we go? We're pulling up on the 45-minute mark, and I just want to make sure we will have a guest next week, and hopefully he is going to confirm tomorrow. And it's going to be a big one, I think. I think it'll be really cool to hear from him.
Absolutely.
So, we'll get the hot dog review out tomorrow. I'll post that. And anything else you have for me, Donnie?
That's it, man. Thank you for another good show. Nice, fun, easy one for you guys, and answered some cool questions. And hopefully we get some good news about our guest next week. But stay tuned for the hot dog review. It's a great one from a great establishment. And then talk to you guys soon.
For sure. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching the Uncle Jimmy and Cousin Donnie show, sponsored by the Beacon Tap and Signature Transportation Group.